we wanted to do it a bit differently than all of those usual Google forms that you get. So people would be more, would like to maybe answer it more. It would be more interactive and fun. So created this forum. And actually, maybe I'd say a few things about our teamwork as well, because I think that we as a team, we were very good together. Cannot even find the right words, because we had all those members that should always be in a team. So we had Diana, who was always keeping her eye on things if they are going and if everyone is working. And we had Ali, who was so polite and so kind with everyone, and just created this warm feeling. And also did a great job and gave great ideas. Then Silver, who filmed and videoed our product. Helen, who was wonderful with texts and creating the survey as well with me. And so I just like to thank our team here as well. But we can go to another step. Ali, which is the next slide.
Sure.
So after the questionnaire, we went on with our social media. So on the left, you can see our Instagram page. And on the right is Facebook. So they have the same pictures, and they kind of duplicate each other, but they are targeted to different people, because not everyone uses Instagram and not everyone uses Facebook anymore. We use two sources.
Yeah, and at the
And
start,
actually, we don't have pictures of blog posts, which is a shame. Maybe I can send it to chat later on, but that's okay right now. Anyway, about the blog post. So me and Helen wrote the blog post both in Estonian and English, and we managed to get one of them, the Estonian version, to raise the design. What was it?
Center of Design.
Yeah, Estonian Center of Design blog. So our initial idea was to promote the product in somewhere, in some page that is already existing. We wouldn't kind of create it from zero. So we managed that. The blog post isn't up yet, so we cannot share the link with you yet, but it will be up soon. Do we have anything more? Just a thanks.
You could show the video clips, maybe?
We can show the videos and the pictures as well.
Yes. So for the explainer videos, obviously we need to we need to move off Ali's stream. And do you have the video as a video file, like an MP4 file or something, or have you uploaded it online?
We can show you Dropbox.
Great. Okay, because if you've got the Dropbox link, then what you can do is post the Dropbox link in the chat, and then we can all access it from our own computers.
Why not? But we can also show it from here as well.
Yeah, actually, go ahead, do that. But if you're watching a video on the screen share, you just need to make sure that you all mute your microphones when you're showing it. But but let's do that.
Okay,
well, these videos aren't uploaded to Instagram yet, but they are in this folder and ready to be uploaded.
Okay, Silver, do you mind if I copy the link inside the chat here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I've put it inside the general chat. And I will also play it here. I don't know if you have the sound, but let's see.
I have some sound.
it was the full version, and we have like 3 other versions.
Wait, the pictures maybe as well.
Okay. How can I go back? You can see, right?
Yeah.
Silver made these beautiful photos that shows the different usages of this product, and also the nice texture of the wood.
And these pictures will go to Instagram and Facebook both. We didn't want to overwhelm these channels with information, so we just take time and post them separately.
Yes.
That's why they all aren't up yet.
It's very high quality workmanship from the looks of things, and I wonder, you know, because I did mention, and you've done this, so well done. You've paid, you know, very careful attention to the lighting and to exactly where you take the picture, and also how what it's shown doing. So it's picking up bread in one of the pictures, but in the video it's also shown as a clever you know, reading stand for your cookbooks or whatever. So was that something you thought of maybe after you made the product? Oh, you can also do this with it?
Yes, actually I discovered it. It was lying on the table. It was on the way and I couldn't do anything with it, and my table was overwhelmed with books. I just started throwing books on it. Discovered that it could be used like this as well.
Okay, well, that's excellent. By the way, I should have mentioned before we started this. I would like to record the presentations, but only the presentations, if that's okay. Because then we can share it with everyone afterwards, and you can look back at it, and it's something nice to remember the final session by. And obviously, if anyone doesn't want this, then I won't do this. But EKA is also, you know, keen for any lecturers that want to share any lectures that they have. So I actually, if these presentations go well, which I'm sure they will, and if no one objects, I'd like to be able to share this just the presentations with EKA, if that's okay. If anyone decides after the session they don't want that, then I won't share it. But anyway, so yeah, good job. What questions do we have, and what in particular would you like to know if you saw this? If you were, for example, in the board of a company that was about to sell this and you saw the marketing, what would you want to know?
I guess maybe I could add a little bit.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
okay. Maybe somebody, if it's ever going to be useful to anyone, wonders how we got this Eesti Disainikeskus thing, is just we were sending this article to different sources. I checked online, and so everybody did. We were just sending links to websites, blogs that are dealing with the design. Tried some English-speaking blogs, but unfortunately, I did not get responses from there. We tried different Estonian ones, and what was funny is that this design center one, we thought maybe it's a bit out of our league. We still tried. I don't know, why not? And actually, they were the ones who said yes to us, that they will post the article.
Well, that's fantastic, and I think that just goes to show that really nothing is beyond you if you really put your mind to it. That's great work. So I guess you were happy at getting the Designy Keskos saying yes to that.
Yeah, we are. And it's just, if anyone wondered, just write to people and what happens.
Yeah, really great job there. Well done. Okay, so team, I think this is a really super piece of marketing generally, and you've used multiple channels there. You only had to use one, but you've used several, which is really good and over and above, and I'm pleased by that. So, what questions do we have for the team? Or perhaps if not a question from a board of directors point of view, does anyone have a question from maybe a consumer point of view, about the board itself, about the chopping board itself? Okay, I guess that's a no. This is Estonia, so I was prepared for that. So, in that case, team, do you have anything at all that you'd like to add, or how much would you sell this for if it were in the shops? Let's imagine this was in the kitchen section of Kobermeyer, for example.
I'm not answering. Somebody else answer, please.
I mean,
We actually
yeah.
had a similar question in our first version of the questionnaire. And I think 20 till 40 euros. There was a price range, right? If I remember correctly.
I would imagine it depends on how much of a profit margin you actually want as well. Because, for example, you know, I would imagine that this kind of wood does not come cheaply, although I don't know. And I would imagine as well that if you're planning to sell it in Kobermeyer, then you can sell it for a lot more than in Jusk, for example. So probably you'd need to use cheaper parts, and it just wouldn't be as good if you sold it in some of the down market stores. So it depends where you're marketing it to as well. Actually, as a slight digression and an example of this, I saw an advert on social media the other day for what was described as the ultimate flexible fitness accessory, and it was described as a multifunctional all-purpose jump rope, and they were selling it for €25. And believe it or not, all of the comments said, "This is a skipping rope I could buy for €2." So yes, if you sell something as upmarket, and if you use upmarket parts, and if it's really lovingly put together as this is, then you can sell it for more. I think €40 sounds like a really fair price, actually. So okay, thank you very much, folks. In that case. I'd like you to imagine that we're all giving you a virtual round of applause, and yeah, really good job. Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we move on to the next presentation?
I'm curious, what is the future of this? Do you have some future plans, 2 years from now? Are you seeing it happening, or is it just like this project for school, or how do you think about yourself?
I think I believe in Mary because she's the designer, and I think she got nice material for her future, promotion of the same thing, and can be a nice start promoting your work. I think I see the future. Yeah.
So here I'd like to say that this is not only about the designer, because as we saw, how many were there? Five people in this team, and we had loads of work to do, and I could never do it by myself and alone. So I can design whatever, but we're not going to see sunlight if there aren't people behind. So or not even behind, but in front even maybe. But about the future, yeah, I don't know. This is my first project. Please, no, I'm not going to live with this forever.
So I would say that this serves to highlight the fact that, you know, anything that you make in a product design class, or anything that you design in a graphic design class, or you know, even architectural drawings, with the right kind of marketing and with collaboration with others, most of the things that you put together are going to be good enough to get you noticed, and you know, this one is certainly good enough to get you noticed. So yeah, as Diana said, well done, Mary. But also, you know, as Mary said, everybody in the team contributed here. So I saw you folks meeting up quite a lot. So clearly you put a lot of hours into this. So yeah, very good job, and thank you for doing it. So let's go to the next group, and who would like to step up next with their presentation?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Sorry.
So Elisa, and what are you presenting?
We had the good food box.
Okay. So I think you're going to show it on Figma, are you?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So so feel free to share whatever you like on your screen, and we all need to click on Elisa now, and then when she goes live, we need to click join stream. And who is going to talk this through and explain it to us?
I will explain, but my team can join in.
Sure. And yeah, after you've shown us the marketing materials, feel free to go straight to the explainer video as well.
Everyone see my screen?
Not quite. I think you need to click go live as well.
Just wondering, am I supposed to do that?
Okay, so so go down to screen and then click the part of the screen that you want to show. So you can show the whole screen, or you can show the program, and then click go live.
Maybe if you have a Mac or something, it doesn't have the permission to the to this application. You need to go to settings, to privacy settings, I think, and then accessibility, and check the what is this, the Discord app.
Okay, I wasn't aware that you needed to go to the settings, but okay.
I suggest others who wants to share also do this previously, like right now.
Okay, so yeah, maybe what we can do, Elisa, is come back to you later in the session.
Sure if I did it. I will try to figure this out and then.
Okay. So you're clicking to go live and it's not letting you. Is that right?
Yeah, I can It's like when I request to share the screen, it doesn't really do much.
Okay. Right. Well, so does anyone else have the presentation as well? Because maybe they could show it and you could talk through it.
I did add, we have everything added on the Google Drive, so someone
Okay.
else can.
So maybe we can come back to this and someone else can show it then. Not a problem. Okay, so let's go to the next team then. So how about the Good Food Box? Who is going to show that?
Yeah.
Hello? Barbara.
Yeah, you mean the home food app, right?
Whoever wants to go next, either the Good Food Box or the home food service, whichever is ready. Do you want to do the home food next?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Yes, we can go.
So, are you showing the presentation, Barbara?
Yes.
Ah, great.
Wait, can you see it?
So, we all need to join Barbara now?
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes,
I can.
you need to
Okay.
you need to click on the presentation. Like start.
No, where is? I did. Is it now the presentation mode?
No.
So you actually need to click present and it should go full screen. Yes, click that.
Yeah. So it's opened by me, but I'm sure if it's open at yours.
No, it's not. I think you shared your Google page and maybe not that one.
I tried it before. It doesn't work. It doesn't share the full screen version. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate because when I've used Google Slides, it works okay.
Guess you should put the presentation into full screen first and then share your screen.
Oh yeah, do it that way.
Thank you.
I also tried that way, but it didn't work. Maybe you try it. I hope it works.
What about now?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Okay,
Fantastic. Yeah. All right, so who's going to talk through this one?
Florence will start and we continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so our product is called Home Food. It's actually a web shop that was inspired by our experience as international students. So we realized that when we were cooking and planning to show our friends like food from our home countries, that we missed a couple of ingredients or like sweets that we miss. So we were inspired by what we missed and decided to create a web shop that would carry a ton of different items from different countries. And yeah, you can go to the next slide. So it wouldn't only be a web shop, it would also be a kind of a blog where we could share and experiment things. I based, for example, here a recipe for me from Belgium. That's like sugar waffle from my grandma. You can screenshot the picture, the slide. It's actually a really good recipe, but you need something special that you can't really find really anywhere except in Belgium, I think. It's called pearl sugar. So it's like little balls of sugar. And when it's in the iron, it's melting, but it stays crunchy. So that's what makes the taste and the thing so special. and I couldn't really recreate that except at home. So that's what inspired us. And so our web shop would have a first part of like a normal store with a ton of different products from everywhere. And then the second part with different recipes you could do based on those products, for example.
Yep. Here you can see the pearl sugar.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
the
buy
pearl
it.
sugar.
Yeah. So.
And in the Instagram, we like follow the same like template as the web page, and also like having engagement through Instagram highlights and embracing people to like share their recipes and experience with like buying in home food.
Yeah, and Mariana made the beautiful animation video, and we wrote together the script about the story, and I will show it to you.
This is Marie. She comes from Belgium, the land of waffles, right from the city Liège. She took a new job, but she had to leave for another country, and now she lives in Estonia, directly in Tallinn. She moved into a new flat, furnished everything there, and of course she explored the favorite places in Tallinn, especially in the old town. She also went to the market and ate a lot of special Estonian dishes, the spread sandwich for example. It's delicious. But back in her apartment, Marie still does not feel home. She starts to miss her family and friends, the landscape with the windmills, and also her favorite food, mole frites. She's very miserable, but what could help her to feel more at home? Oh, that's the idea! She could order her favorite food from the internet. Luckily, she found home food. You can order all the food ingredients you can think of, from everywhere. And exactly this is what home food is about.
Yeah. And yeah, we experienced a little bit about the marketing, that it's nice to tell a story, to make the users more related to it. And yeah, I think that's the main point of the experience we made through this marketing class. And yeah, so thank you for listening.
Really splendid job. You actually made me cry a little bit with that explainer video. I think it's quite relatable actually. And what I liked about the video, just to start with that, is that you spent some time not just talking about the specific website. So you kind of brought us into the experience of living in a foreign country and what you might do there, and that kind of gets you relating to the particular circumstance. And then, only in maybe the last minute do you bring in the website and explain how it works. And I'd say in that way you're marketing a feeling as much as the product. So that was good. And what I like about the site is that you've got blog content there, and you've got a chance for people to make their own of whichever thing you're selling, and that's the thing that's going to make people come back even when they've ordered the same thing several times. So they will keep coming back and seeing if there's something new to make there. So I thought that was quite a novel thing to do. So would you see this as being a subscription service, or would you just get people to pay by the item?
I would say by the item, but also we had the the idea of maybe having kind of a food box based on a country. So let's say you want to do Mexican night, you can order like the Mexican surprise box or something, and you would have every essential to do that. Like, yeah, I don't know, beans and tortillas and things like that.
Very good. So, anything that anyone would like to know, or any comments or questions for the team?
I really loved your idea. I think it's really it's a very useful thing because a lot of people are traveling now more than ever, I guess. And I just I'm really happy and a little bit jealous that I didn't think of it myself. And the presentation was really, really good. So I guess it's not a question, but I'm just really loving your idea and your project.
Thank you.
You.
I think we're all a bit jealous that we didn't think of that particular presentation. Any other thoughts or comments?
The explainer video was very well done. Good job. Could you maybe send the link so we can watch it again and again and again?
Yes, of course. It's okay if I send it into the chat here in the Discord.
I think you can do that, yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
Great. So, any other comments? All right then. Well, thank you very much, Barbara and team, for that. Great job. And let's look at the next presentation now. So, how about the food box or the co-working space? Who would like to go next? Or the plastic bags?
Yeah, I finally figured out how to share my screen.
Oh, fantastic! So, Elisa and what's your presentation?
The good food box.
Right, the good food box. So, let's join that stream then. And who's speaking on this one?
I will be speaking, but
okay.
The team can join in and yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if my screen is okay right now, or is it just...
We can see mountains.
Okay. Oh, man. What is it with this?
I suspect that you probably clicked to show the wrong part of your screen.
Who said that... where did I need to go in system preferences?
That was Ali who said.
Okay.
I think right now your system preferences are fine. You just chose to share only one of your desktops, but you need to share a window you have the presentation open.
I would agree.
Yes.
So if you drop your stream and then start again with the right part of your desktop, I think you'll be fine.
But it only offers me... Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay.
Just don't be frustrated. Let's try again one more time.
I really thought I figured it out. It only allows me to go to other places, but not to the presentation. So I'm not.
Okay. What program are you trying to use? Google Spreadsheets.
I'm
Sorry,
trying
Google
to
Slides.
use just what's on my desktop.
Okay. And it doesn't give you an option to just show Safari, for example.
Wait a minute. Maybe it does. Shows me that I can... No, I can only go to Finder or Tikis or General. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, this is fine. So if someone else in the team also has the presentation, then we'll show it off your screen and Eliza can talk us through.
Yes, that would be great.
Does anyone else in the team have the slideshow?
I'm actually also having a lot of problems with Discord, so it has to be either Marietta or Rika.
Okay.
Yes, I can try it out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, that would be great, Rika. Marietta,
So
cool.
okay, so I need to press the screen, right? And
yeah, I can see.
So it's loading. Yes, so I can see your Discord and I can see. Yes, I can see the presentation now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super. So feel free to start whenever you're ready.
Great. So yeah, welcome. This is the Good Food Box presentation, and the team is me, Marietta, which her name I spelled wrong in this presentation, as you can see, Lisbeth and Rika. And basically this presentation is just to show you a little bit of information and the vision of this food box that we had. You can scroll a little bit down. It's 100% awesome. And let's go to research. We did research asking people different kind of questions about this particular food box and just in general if people are using food boxes and ordering from online. And we had 20 responses, from which 60% have ordered before online food. 75% see a need for these boxes, as for now, especially when the quarantine is around and it's much more better and easier and safer to deliver a food box, I think, to your own house and to also relatives that are maybe older. And then 66% were very interested in ordering our food box, and 55% that we figured out were interested in paying for like 15 to 20 euros per box. And if we go lower, then I just wrote down several conclusions about this, that we did more researching also in America, how people are using these food boxes in Europe, and came to conclusion that maximum allowance that they put on there is 5 days for each like food box, that you can only get 5 days worth of food, which I thought would be also quite good and enough. Otherwise, food won't really last that long if it would be more. And of course, in America, I saw that the price range went from $50 to $90. And in Europe, actually, the one that in Estonia was created was 40 to 50 euros. But I think it probably goes more up also in other countries. And our vision in the beginning was actually that it's mostly for students. And that's why the design that we created was mostly fun and kind of enjoyable and everything. But as time went by and coronavirus came, we thought that maybe we can offer this box also for everyone, including families and not only students. But why we were thinking about students was because we have noticed in our own lives as students that because we don't have much time to eat, we eat really bad food, and so we don't have much nutrition in our body. So we decided, what if there would be a food box providing good recipes that are maybe 30 minutes maximum, with all the foods in it in the box, so that they can provide all the stuff that they need for their bodies. And if we scroll down, the idea was also that we want to include local Estonian foods, such as farmer foods, so that it would be also healthy food, and it would also support what they're doing. So it wouldn't be just a cheap food from the store. And also, there would be different recipes printed inside of the box for each day. then we decided that because of coronavirus, it would be good to have a no-touch zone where if the delivery guy delivers it, it's the only place that he can touch and nowhere else, so that you can't get infected. Or if you're afraid of getting infected, then it's safe for that. And of course, that it would include food for at least 5 days, breakfast, lunch, dinner. We did create Instagram account. I don't know if right now it's possible to show.
Maybe we can show the video.
Yeah, you should be able to show it through your desktop. I can see that you're doing that now. Let's just try.
We did.
Which one?
Yeah, we don't have a Facebook page, but we did create an Instagram, which includes just our box and also several recipes of stuff, and also our webpage a little bit. And maybe someone else wants to comment on this. Yeah, anyways, and this is our Instagram page, and maybe we can show also the web page and the video. And this is, yeah. Very simple and clean design for the web page, and also we have video. And
I'm not sure what you saw now. I just saw the video.
The video is in the Google Drive.
Yeah, I just saw it, I think. What did you see?
Yeah, it should be. Oh, there's another one. It should be the toidukarp, not the third one.
Third one.
Yeah.
But I just saw it. You didn't see it.
I can see it now.
Oh, okay. I can put it again.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we have sound on.
Okay. Nice video. So
it looks much better with sound on.
Yeah, perhaps what you could do is share the video either in this chat or in one of our other discussion areas after we finished. But nice video and nice presentation all the same. Couple of questions really about the product, because I think what you've done is quite good in that you've prioritized food that you can find locally that is healthy and will get people through the week. Would you possibly think about upgrading to, for example, a wooden crate or maybe even a refrigerated box of some kind? Or does that then cause a problem for your sustainability agenda?
I don't think it causes any problem. I don't think we have gave it a thought, but it would definitely be possible, yes.
And how easy was it to print up that box? I have no idea. I mean, did it was it the work of a few minutes, or did you have to build it up quite carefully, the box?
I actually hand painted everything on it.
Crikey. Well, it looks great.
It took some time, yes.
It looks really great. So, any questions or comments or feedback for the group based on what you've seen? Anyone?
I have one. I know you mentioned 20 euros, but 20 euros per week, yeah?
Well, that was what people would like to pay.
Okay. Did you pay it as a student, or how much do you usually pay for the food that you buy for the week?
Like
It's
personally,
for
sorry.
a week. It's 5 days. Yeah, of course, 15 to 20 euros is really low, but that's what the people wanted most. But of course, it's not like doable.
Yeah, I think that was what they answered, but I think the price would be a little bit higher than that. But of course, we have discussed that it would be great that for students there are discounts, or even in this coronavirus time, that the government would offer some sort of discount that would be more helpful for, I don't know, families in need and such.
Okay. Any other points that you'd like to know about, or feedback, or questions, or comments?
Nope.
Okay, right. Well, thank you very much, team. Really great work, and I think this is something that it's very well marketed. It looks attractive, and it looks it. I think it follows the sort of, I can't call it a fashion because it's important, but it looks at the fact that there is an increased wish for people to have sustainable products in their life, and something that isn't going to hurt the planet too much. And I think it does that very well, and also, keeps people healthy, as you said, because people don't get their vitamin content every day. I certainly don't. So, good job, and thank you for sharing that. So, if Marietta, you'd like to drop your stream, then we'll go to the next group.
Yes, we should be next.
Okay, right. So if you'd like to share your screen.
Yeah, Kari will share the screen and I will speak. So, yeah. I can see that Kari is almost ready.
And I think a few of us already follow this on Instagram, do we?
No, we have a mock-up. Maybe.
So maybe I'm following something else on Instagram. Okay, never mind. But
you might be right. But we won't show you the Instagram itself. We'll show you the mock-up.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Right. So, hello, everybody. This is Artist of EKA team. I am Elisa, and my teammates are Kari, Sander, and Tarmo. We'll show you our mock-up. Oh, sorry. I just got the news that our Instagram is also ready. Yes, I was a bit confused. I'm sorry. So you're following the right thing, if you're following. So we'll show you our mock-up of the idea, and then after I have finished speaking, we'll show you two example videos. So we got inspired by Kari. You can change the slide. So we got inspired by the Facebook photography blog called The Humans of New York. Anyone who is not familiar with it, definitely go check it out. It's really cool. But basically, it's a photo blog about random New Yorkers and their little stories. So we had an idea that maybe we should have a similar thing in EKA that shows off our students, their work, and ideas. And so it wouldn't be just by the departments like it's right now, but like all the students in EKA. So it would be random. And the Instagram page, we on the Instagram page we would add a photo of the student and some work he or she wants to show, and in the caption we'd write a story or an idea or whatever the student wants to tell us. Also, we were thinking doing an Instagram story similar to Vogue 90 questions. I don't know if anyone has heard about it, but it's basically it's where a camera follows an artist who is being asked simple questions, and she or he can share a little piece of her life, work, or whatever she wants to share. So, and also, Kari, you can change the slide. Also, we got in touch with EKA's administration, and they were thrilled and very supportive with the idea. So it might be like they actually want this this thing to work. But now we'll show you 2 example videos. So Kari, your time to shine now.
Mulle meeldib uurida inimeste mõttemaailma ja otsustusprotsesse. Ja oma teadmisi rakendada parema kasutajakogemuse loomisel. EKA annab suurepärase võimaluse kasutada kaasaegseid tehnoloogiaid ja õppida oma aja tegijatelt. EKA on nagu üks suur pere.
This was just the first video. It was very choppy, but I don't know.
I saw it fairly clearly.
Okay, well that's then it's me.
Is there a second one?
Hi, I'm Kari.
Cool.
I study interaction design in EKA. Interaction design is a part of user experience design, and it focuses on the communication between the computer and the humans. I like EKA because of the building. In my work life, I had reached this level that I was no longer satisfied only with visual design. And I also wanted to learn a bit about the human interaction part. So it was very convenient, but at the same time, I found this course in EKA and I realized that I could apply. The stars aligned, you could even say. EKA is all one big family.
So the idea is that you get a glimpse of an EKA student's life, and maybe you can relate to her somehow, whatever. So you get to know EKA people more.
Great work. How did you find the particular font that EKA used? Because I don't know. It's not a standard Google font, is it?
I have people who know people, or you just need to know people who study in graphics design. Yes.
Okay. Well, it looks like a great idea, and I'm really pleased that the Academy said that they were interested in taking it on as well. So looks like it's got a future, and it's a great piece of marketing that doesn't necessarily have so it's a great proof that marketing doesn't always have to have a commercial end. It doesn't always have to make somebody money. In this case, what's great about it is that it's kind of shedding light on people who perhaps had been working very hard for a long time, but perhaps not in ways that are instantly recognizable to everybody. So it shows what they do during the day, and it shows what's exciting about it. And I like that. Anyone else got any comments or questions?
I have.
Sure.
Who wants to become an Instagram administrator?
Who? You asked.
Who?
Who wants to become an Instagram administrator?
So you would like someone to take on the page?
EKA wants. Maybe.
Well, maybe you'll have a volunteer today, but maybe you could also ask it more
Sorry,
widely.
I disconnected. I'm sorry.
No worries, it's fine.
I
but,
can become the manager, Sander.
Okay.
Nice. We have a manager, and we need.
We need a team who recruits the artist or who takes the photos and interviews the artists.
So I would be happy to provide help and support on this if you wanted it as well.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe EKA can also offer something. I don't think they are going to offer money, but they might offer some points. I don't know. Just saying.
Well, yeah, we have to discuss this with EKA, like what they are offering, and if the offer is good, we'll provide our services.
There are a couple of different interested parts here. Maybe like Taltech is going to take over and they have better offer, and
Yeah, exactly. So better act quickly,
Well, we obviously don't want Teltec to take it, so let's So feel free to speak to me afterwards, and I'm happy to help out with that. But hopefully we can get a group of Instagram admins for that as well. That would be nice. Okay. So great work, team. Any other feedback for them? Okay, great. So who have we got to come? We've got the plastic bags group, and we also have the co-working space. So who would like to go next? How about the plastic bags? Who's presenting for those? Anyone presenting?
Don't know.
Rainer speaking, but he's not here. Well, he's here, but
yes. I'm having troubles with internet.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Does anyone else have the presentation that could show it? We can come back to you if you like. How about we go to the co-working space next? So who is presenting for the co-working space?
I'll try to share my screen.
Okay, so Laura is going to share her screen. Great, and feel free to start whenever you're ready.
Okay, so to sum up the co-working space groups project, we have made a short document. And yeah, well, as Naked Island is not something we made up by ourselves, and it's actually like a real project that's going to be launched in the future. So we didn't make up everything, but yeah, I'm going to maybe make a short introduction what it is. And yeah, so you can see on the screen that it's the Naked Islands logo, or like the font that they use. And
We
here
can't
are
see
some-
your screen at the moment. We can just see Discord. So
Okay.
we can see a screen share of Discord.
Hmm. I don't know what to do.
It's fine. It's showing. So entire screen. That's what you want to show. So click on the entire screen. Click that, and now click go live.
Okay,
No,
so now.
no, no. So you need. That's it. So we can see it. Great. We've got it. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So on the screen you can see the Naked Islands font that they use, and also kind of like the logo. And yeah, it's a creative co-working space in Tallinn in Paljassaare, which is also the name translated into Estonian. And yeah, so there are some things already figured out. So these are the identification colors that they will use. And we also made a survey that we shared with the whole group and also some other students from EKA and also some potential clients. And yeah, we just wanted to figure out which machines are maybe the most popular and at what time should the co-working space be open. And it was actually quite helpful. And as one of our team members is actually in the Naked Island team, she said that this will be useful for the real Naked Island project as well. And also here's just, it's not really important, but we also tried out some web page, maybe designs and things, but as Naked Island will actually have its own design page, then we decided that it's not that important, and we didn't do it too specific, but we just thought that maybe what are the aspects and elements that we should have, like maybe ordering materials and maybe booking a space or so. And yeah, and in the end, as we discussed, that one way of maybe sharing it is doing a storyboard. So here's one example as an architecture student, but as we have people from different fields, we should maybe do different kinds of storyboards, since we have, I think, a jewelry designer and also a product designer. So we can, like with the storyboards, we will maybe introduce the problems we have and also why Naked Island is the solution. And since none of us know how to put a video together, this is kind of it. So I think maybe we can, in the future, put the pictures together so it will make a whole video. But yeah, and that's all for the presentation. I don't know if anyone else has anything to add from my team. I guess not.
Okay, well, obviously I had the chance to discuss this with you all, and I'm really glad that it's something that's actually happening in real life, because I felt like that gave it some genuine stakes and some reason to push on with it. So it looks like you've done that, and well done. I like the storyboard, and I like that it gives reasons why people would like to use it. What I also love is the color scheme and the way the pages are laid out and the logo. It all reminds me of a kind of 16-bit video game from the 90s, a Sega Genesis video game. And I like that because actually the name Naked Island seems like it could be a video game name as well. And I feel like if you want younger clients, if you want people to come in maybe who perhaps don't have the capital to go to somewhere like Lift 99, or perhaps they don't feel they're a fit there because they're artists, not startup workers, so they have a different need from their facilities, then it appeals to them and it makes it look like a sort of a hip, cool place to go. What was that in your mind when you were designing it?
Well, we actually didn't do the design by ourselves because we used the guidelines that Christy, one of the members, sent, which is actually used in the real Naked Island project. So this is the real Naked Island one, and we kind of took things from here.
Well, I'm really impressed nonetheless, and you've put a lot of work into that. So, any comments or any feedback from anyone? Or would anyone be interested in using it? And maybe they want to know the price of a seat.
Well, as we also discussed, we don't really know the prices yet, since it depends on the machines that they're going to buy there, and also the cost of maintaining it, since it's not cheap. But as we discussed, it shouldn't be too expensive, since I think our clients will be mostly students and artists who don't have a lot of money. So we don't really know the exact amount it will cost.
Very good. Okay. And would anyone consider using this place maybe as an artist or a designer? Would this place be useful to anyone and their work? Okay. Well, I'm sure that it would be to somebody, so I think that's great. And what I'd love is if you could share that presentation with us afterwards, then we'll be able to take a more detailed look at it, and that would be great. So thank you, Laura, for sharing that, and thank you, team, for presenting. Do you have an explainer video for that, or was it more of or was that the storyboard? I think that was the storyboard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Well done. So I think Rainer, do you have your presentation ready?
Yes, I'm here. You hear me?
I can, yes. So if you want to go live with that, then feel free to do it. By the way, this is going to slightly overrun, so apologies, everyone.
It takes a little bit time.
Sure, no worries.
So, can you see me?
We can see it. Yes.
Awesome. So, our campaign is an anti-plastic bag campaign where we are focused on those small bags that you get for free in the shops. And the main idea is to show that these bags are impractical because fruits actually have like natural packaging, and also there is no place for plastic in our ecosystem. So each time we take a plastic bag, it means we are creating extra suffering for the planet Earth. And not to consume more than we need. Here is a picture of a garbage island just to set this melodramatic mood. Each one of us in the team had their own task and idea on how to share our mission. And so, for instance, we created this fictitious web page which should share the facts about plastic bags and pollution. also have like blogs and news about that subject, which should be kind of like content marketing or something like that. Here are some examples about the news. We also made explainer video. Maybe Siim will share you a link to the chat. I'm not gonna show it right now.
Do you have a difficulty showing it technically?
I think it's gonna lag. It lasts like 2 or 3 minutes.
All right.
I can.
Yeah. So feel free to share that anyway.
It's in the chat.
Thank you.
I'm gonna share it. I think Siim made this video. It's
Eight million metric tons of plastic trash enters the sea from land every year. The equivalent of 5 plastic ingested by species across the marine.
awesome. So one idea to reach potential customers directly was to put paper stickers on the fruit in order to remind consumers that they no more longer need plastic bags, as we as a human beings use our own hands or baskets or tote bags for carrying those fruits. We also made like an Instagram ad in order to reach people of the internet. I'm gonna show that one as well. This one is the Instagram ad, and yeah, basically that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah, comments, questions, feedback.
Did I get it right?
Okay, we're having some sound issues. So Rainer, could you take the screen sharing down?
Yep. One moment.
Then we might find that it's easier to. Yeah. So if you'd like to ask your question again, sorry, whoever that was.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay, I think we're having issues, Elisa, with the internet on either my end or your end. But anyone else with any comments?
Feel free to ask the questions in the comment section, text channel also.
Yeah. Okay. So, are there any groups that we haven't seen yet? think that's a no. I think we've seen everyone. So, really good, guys, folks. And if you'd like to give yourselves a round of applause, then good job. And if you can just stay on the call for a moment, I'm going to stop recording now.